It's week 2 of the National Football League.
And we are underway from Houston. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A big hitter to start the drive has them up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
They'll run here with a rookie.
And he'll take it across midfield down into jet territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
This defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
You talk about this Jets defense.
They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36.
Now Stroud. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That's caught by Jackson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
A nice little and he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown of the new season.
And the Texans put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A man who was both a prep and collegiate star here in the Lone Star State, Devon Achane. And he'll take this down to the 33. You see the numbers on the ground a week ago for Achane.
12 carries, 82 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. Off play action. Higgins.
That is incomplete. The Jets at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Devon Achane, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. To the right side and caught by Dell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Stroud.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. "7-7, our score after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Stroud to throw it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal.
It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Off the play fake. Higgins.
He's got it complete to Thompson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
That's complete right side to Gabriel. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Back to throw. Higgins. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. On 4th down, Higgins.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
And Stroud now to throw.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Stroud looking to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line.
Again, it's Stroud.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. 29 yards.
And the Texans are once again back in front. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 17-14.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10.
Off play action. Higgins. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Completes it to Perry.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throw left side complete. That's Thompson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Looking to throw. Higgins. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Achane is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a 2nd and 2. Delson in motion. From the 38, Stroud taking a shot for Dell here.
That's caught inside the 20. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
So here are the Jets now to take over. Last week they got the victory against the Colts. So they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Higgins. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Achane.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
From the gun on third down. Higgins got his man complete over the middle. That's Thompson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
A gain of 15. First down, New York.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got him in, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it with the 15. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Texans are back within a couple of the lead.
And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
New York set to take the field.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a run from Achane.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Off play action. Higgins. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 10 yards out, And the Jets have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
Back to throw. Stroud. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Brings up 3rd down.
Stroud out of the gun here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Taken down at the 41.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Higgins. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Looking to throw. Higgins. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Higgins. He's got Thompson here, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Off play action. Higgins. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From 6 yards away.
And the Jets are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Stroud. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Operating from the gun. Stroud. He finds his man. Complete. It's Phillips. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Stroud working out of the gun.
Over the middle, complete. It's Sharp. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He finds his man. Complete. It's Phillips.
Offside. Defense.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Jets offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, New York.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
H-Chan here, they stay on the ground.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to throw. Higgins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this Texans defense stands tall.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Stroud.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Here's 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. Jackson with a catch.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he...
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. The 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Again, it's Achane. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. And his big night continues on that last run. The yardage there going to move him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Higgins steps away to his left. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Operating from the gun. Higgins. This will be caught at about the 5. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete.
Well, partner, under the lights and